My man won't talk to me. My husband, he doesn't tell me anything. My husband doesn't tell me how he feels. My man won't tell me how he feels. I don't understand why he won't do this. He's just quiet all the time. He won't talk about what's bothering him or what he's feeling. Have you found yourself wondering or even asking that same question? Well, you might want to listen to this. Sunday it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You watch my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I thank you all for that. Make sure you guys are following me on the platforms you see up in the black strip and the ones down here in the black strip. And clicking the thumbs up button is how my content stays recommended to you. And when you do subscribe, do not forget to click the bell notification. That way you'll be notified of videos just like this. So did that get y'all attention at the beginning? Because this video is going to be something in regards to relationships and things like that. The sort, especially if you've been in a long-term relationship, whether you are married or whether you just in a long-term relationship, right? One of the biggest things that comes up a lot and things that I deal with a lot of men and women and married couples and all that is this thing that they feel that men don't open up, men don't talk about what's bothering them, their feelings and things like that. And I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a hard pill for a lot of you to swallow. If you are a woman out there and you really do care about your marriage, you really do care about your relationship, and you had these same type of questions, listen to this, okay? I'm just going to tell you, listen to this, because one thing I hate is when people have to give like this type of, well, look, don't get mad type thing. No, me, I'm the individual. I don't say things like that. I don't say things like that in my marriage. I just say it, whether it's going to make my wife upset or not. I just tell the truth, and not in no way to make it comes off as being like I'm intentionally being, condescending or anything like that. I just tell the truth without no attitude behind it, without no certain type of meanness behind it, but just simply all in righteousness and telling the truth. That's what we're supposed to do, right? So the point of this is this, ladies and gentlemen. We have this session that came up on a panel of men letting ladies know in the audience, why is it that some men do not open up? And man, watch how this plays out.
And I'm just going, ladies, give me grace.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And I know I paused it. So what? Don't do that. Men, if you listen to me right now, you're in your relationship, or even if you're on these panels that I've been on and discussions I've been on, I never go, now, y'all listen now, because some of y'all go, no, I just say it. I don't go, ladies, now give me grace, because it's already getting them set up like, what are you about to say? You know what I mean? So anyway, listen.
I don't feel like men are given that safe space in a relationship to be vulnerable and to be honest without being judged or without it being hijacked about how I made you feel about my honesty.
You heard that?
And so what a lot of men learn to do through conditioning with dealing with women over time, even with their mothers, even with their family members, is learn to internalize this. Because even if I have a legitimate gripe, I know when I tell you this, you may start to cry, you may start to flip it. And now I'm talking more about how you feel about what I said than what I actually said.
What are y'all feeling right now, ladies? What are y'all feeling right now? See, one of the biggest things that we do in these panels a lot of times in these speaking engagements I go to is this. We get asked questions about men. And then when men tell y'all that ain't the answer y'all was looking for, y'all want it. I don't know what it is about this phenom that y'all do, that the way we answer things is not the answer that y'all wanted. But we giving y'all the answer that we're given. That's what we're telling y'all. This is how they feel. This is why we don't talk. This is why we don't open up, because of these things. Now we're fighting about the fact that it hurt your feelings. You didn't have to say it like that. Well, look at your facial expression. Dang, why are you looking like that? How come? Now we focus and argue more about how I made you feel versus me. The conversation was about me telling you about what's going on with me, that you so-called want to know why I'm not opening up, why I'm not talking, why I don't discuss things. See what I'm saying? Listen before you react.
And so we always talk about providing safe space for women, and that's a conversation, period, and stick that. But also for men, I think men are yelling a couple things.
Okay. That's part one. Now I'm gonna let part two play through without interrupting, then I'll go back through it, okay?
My question to that is now, because you said that you feel like the conversation goes there, is that just what the conversation turns into and that's how you solve a problem? Because you might say something and then I respond and that's how the conversation is going. Hey, I like the fact you opened up to me, but I didn't like the way you said it. So can we talk like this or can we do that?
So in a small example of what I was talking about is what happened just now. right? Instead of realizing how I felt was legitimate and it was real and it was authentic and it's coming from a place of this is actually happening to me.
What happened?
You said, okay, but maybe it's not happening like this. Maybe it's happening like
I
that.
gave you a different perspective.
Hold on, let me finish though. I guess what I'm saying is it is that what happens is most and are yelling and
Y'all see that? Literally while he was even doing and giving an example right there, what did she do? Well, what if that's not it? What if that's just how the conversation goes? And wow, you literally just did it. That's amazing. Like, it's y'all ladies, I'm telling y'all. Look, all of us got things that we deal with, but my thing is this. I'm the type of person, look, I come a long way. There's things in me that I knew that was going on. Of course, I didn't like it when somebody kind of pulled, showed me my hand, whatever like that. And what most mature people, or what I learned to do at an early age, I don't like if it's being told. You get a little offensive. You feel that little defensive coming up in there. But when I get home, I think about it. And your brain, whether you want it to or not, your brain is always about trying to solve a problem. Did you know that? Whether you want it to or not, your brain is always about trying to solve a problem. And if the problem is me, the brain starts to come up with these solutions, right? Give you solutions. What did I do? I worked on those things. But what do most of y'all do? You make up an excuse for why you have that wrongness. Shoes on what? Just like when you got in trouble when you were a kid, you get mad at your parents, I hate them. That's why I'm gonna run away. That's what instead of taking accountability that you did something that was wrong, right? She went and did exactly what he's talking about. Watch.
And moving towards, like, I want to be having a safe space too. Keita, what's up?
I have a rebuttal to that, and I wonder if our rebuttals match.
What's up?
My question to that is now, because you said that you feel like the conversation goes there.
It does.
Is that just what the conversation turns into, and that's how you solve a problem? Because you might say something, and then
No, because the conversation, she said, is that what you go to that might solve a problem? No, see, that's what I'm saying. To me, I felt like she wasn't listening. He clearly said that now we're finding ourselves arguing over the fact that how I said it or did it matter hurt your feelings. No, because it's not about how he said it or how it hurt your feelings. It's about what's bothering him. So no, that's not working towards solving the problem at all. It's about diversion. Now we're trying to work on solving the problem of the diversion that you just created, which she's doing right now.
I respond, and that's how the conversation is going. Hey, I like the fact you opened up to me. I didn't like the way you said it. So can we talk like this or can we do that?
So
no. That's for another time. The whole purpose is about focusing on what I'm talking about that's bothering me, what's hurting me, what's irritating me. Now, at another time, if you want to talk about, babe, this is something that bothers me whenever we have a conversation, is how you say it. But right now, the time is not about how it bothers you or how it's irritating you, because why you want to bring it up now?
In a small example, what I was talking about is what happened just now. Mm-hmm. Right? Instead of realizing how I felt was legitimate and it was real and it was authentic and it's coming from a place of this is actually happening to me.
What happened?
You said, okay, but maybe it's not happening like this. Maybe it's happening like that.
I gave you a different perspective.
Hold on, let me finish though. I guess what I'm saying is it is that what happens is most, and are generalizations, don't quote me, but most men on an average basis, probably word for word, cannot out argue you or out discuss you.
I don't know about that. I guess I gotta let him finish. Right.
So what end up happening is, if you are more skillful with words, you're more skillful with twisting, semantics, or whatever, you will take control of this conversation. And this man didn't even get out what he actually wanted to get out. Yeah. And now we
see what happened though.
Generalizations, don't quote me, but most men on an average basis, probably word for word, cannot out argue you or out discuss you.
Now, that right there, I have to disagree with him. I think that most men got a mechanism in their brain that once she starts to do that, they shut off and just let her get her words out. And that's why they say, oh, yeah, okay, you're right. And that's why most of the time when that happens, when that ladies, listen to me, when that happens and you coming at your man like that and you flip it around, and it's not that you're better at skillful. Like, well, I don't agree with what he said there. It's just that men have a mechanism to where, you know what, I ain't about to, okay, all right, you got it. We're done. It ain't that it's just that you're not trying to understand it because you're going to keep on making it about you and how I hurt your feelings and the way I said it. So therefore, all right, go ahead, keep on. All right, babe. And they will never say nothing to you again. I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to help some of y'all. This is why your husbands, your boyfriends, your long-term relationship, this is why they're not opening up to you. And now, if you go and you show them this video, and you just say, I just got a question. Is what Ty's saying, is that right? I guarantee you, most likely, if you unless the man thinking he gonna get in an argument, but if he want to be truthful and say, look, when I answer this, I don't want to talk about it. Let him do it. Yes, Ty is right. Moving on. If you want, I'll talk about this at another time. That's why they don't do it, ladies. I'm telling you, that's why they don't do it, because you taking it like it's a spanking or like you being disciplined. Therefore, that defensive mechanism kick in, and you want to. No, that's not what it's about. You missing the point. Is not to get on you or bash you. It's to let you know this is how I feel. This is what's bothering me. This is why I shut down. This is why I don't open up. And if you still trying to not hear that because you want to make it about how I said it and all that, then there's no point of us talking. I'm done. I'm cool. I'll go on with life, loving you, treating you like I'm supposed to. But what I'm not going to do is open up to you about this. I might talk to my homeboys about it, a pastor, a mentor, something like that. But I'm not going to talk to you about it.
So what end up happening is, if you are more skillful with words, you're more skillful with twisting, semantics, or whatever, you will take control of this conversation. And this man didn't even get out what he actually wanted to get out.
And chances like that, that's why men are just like, you know what, why bother? And they're done. Ladies, I know this might be something hard for y'all to look at, but the whole point of it is, if you really care about your relationship and your marriage, it's all about compromising. It's all about y'all supposed to be iron sharpening iron. Iron sharpening iron, which means it's going to be some rubbing, which means it's going to be some shiving off little shards here to make that part sharper. But it has to have some type of friction. And a lot of people don't like that. And if you're the one that have the most friction coming at you, understand that friction that's coming against you, those little shards that's coming off that blade of yours that's being sharpened by the other iron, is making you sharper, making you better. Okay? Thoughts? I would love to see what y'all ladies have to say about this. Put in the comment section after this video. Don't forget to do what you see in the animation right here. That greatly helps this channel. Next video is right here. Things you may have missed from yesterday, right there. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, simply click this icon right up there. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying that every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.